Hello everyone, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition, and today I figured I'd bring you a review of Everdell Duo. Glancing on the back, it does say Starling Games on there. Alright, this is from Starling Games. I think in one of the videos I might have said Tabletop Tycoon. I don't know where I got that one from, but it's from Starling Games. So this is from Starling Games. It's a 1 to 2 player game. It's for ages 10 plus, and it takes about 30 minutes. Probably, yeah, I would say 30 minutes. I mean, on the box it says 30, but I'd say 30 minutes. All right, so handy dandy review sheet here so I can give you guys everything, get through this really quick. So, Everdell Duo, the theme is you are critters, these critters right here, and you're trying to build the best city you can, right? And the city just is represented by cards in front of you, but you're trying to build the best city you can. If you've ever played original Everdell, I'm looking up because I have it up in the corner up there, the complete collection. But it's a lot like that. If you've never played, it's still a really fun game to dive in. It's a way to dive into Everdell, actually, and I'll get into that in a minute. So it's critter town building is what I put down. You're a critter. You're trying to build a town for critters. So you got all these critters and little town things, and it's fun. All right, so mechanics. It's worker placement. You have little workers that you can set down in different areas, and it's set collection because you have cards that will go off with other cards depending on what you have there. So I put you can go to BGG, Board Game Geek, and they'll always have like a billion different categories that it goes under, but I think it firmly sits in worker placement and set collection. All right, ease of teaching, ease of play. It's very easy to teach, very easy to play. I have to look right here. Each player gets this little card, right? And it tells you exactly what you do for each move and what free action you have. The only other thing that you really got to know is when these two the sun and the moon, these two suns, get to the end, that's the end of the season, right? And then you move on to the next thing. So ease of teaching, ease of play, I would say it's easy, right? And I will say that Rezvan and I, we've played the competitive. So there's 4 ways to play, and we'll get into that here in a minute. We've played primarily the competitive, right? We've played only the competitive, to be honest. All right. So replayability. I would say there is a high replayability. And you know what? Even with this, if you're going to do one of the other versions, this all still counts because it's based on the same system. But as you see, you got a nice stack of cards here that change up what goes down here. I can actually move out of the way for a second. You got a nice stack of tiles, right? These are the river tiles. I'm making a mess over here. You got a nice stack of river tiles, and what those do is they change here every season, so it gives you a lot of options there. And then on top of that, you have the events. Now, there are 2 events that never change. You have your journey, right? And then you have, see if I can find it, you have the fair, right? The fair never changes. But there are 5 other event tokens there. Now, and they're alphabetized, well, not alphabetized, well, I guess they kind of are. There's an A stack, a B stack, a C stack, so on and so forth. There are 5 different stacks. And each stack, I want to say, has 5 or 6 different tiles in it. You shuffle individually, you set them out, and you take all of them, you shuffle them together, and you put them out. So that gives you a ton of replayability in this little box, right? And that's not adding, and this is where I'll bring it all in. You have 4 modes. You have the original style, which is competitive, right? You against someone else. You have co-op, where it's you and another person, and you're trying to build the city together. You have different things you have to hit. I'm trying not to use specific words. There's different things you have to do to win the game. You'll see why I didn't use specific words. Now, the third way you could play this game is challenge mode, where you have these challenges that you have to make it through. Right? All this is still based on the main system. You can see the how to play of this system if you watch our how to play, and it's all based on that system with a little bit different little nuances here and there, right? And then the 4th one is campaign. I might be mixing them. I guess I can flip in the book and look. I might be mixing them up. I think it goes challenge then campaign, but it might be campaign then challenge. Campaign then challenge, right? I was wrong. So the other one's campaign. So you have campaign, you have challenge, you have co-op, and you have competitive, the original. I know I mixed them all up again for you guys. But that gives you different ways to play. You take the replayability of this, and then you throw in the different versions you can play. And then when you play challenge and campaign, you can play 1 player, right? and then, or 2 players, and then the other ones are a 2-player game. That's why it's called Duo. All right, so lots of replayability, really good on replayability. Production, nice production. It's a nice box. I don't know if you guys can see, it has I think it's called the sunspot, where it's a little shinier compared to other things on the box. You get wooden meeples. You get your fan favorite squishy berries, right? And your amber, little acrylic ambers. I think the stone's actually stone too, if I'm going to be honest. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's acrylic. Let's see. It might be acrylic. Little acrylic stones, right? Little wood pieces of wood, right? These trays are just mine. I use them to put little bits and pieces in. But even the cardboard, see, here's more of those tokens. Oh, I guess I can count them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. See, I knew it was 5 or 6. The nice thick cardboard, nice solid cardboard. Same with your point tokens, your seasons, stuff like that. The cards, good quality cards. I've debated sleeving these. They're not, no, they are. I was gonna say they aren't linen finished, but I think they are linen finished. So they are linen finished. Nice quality little cards, right? And so it's pretty good quality. And then or really good quality, I would say, are good production value. Because you can't always say really good, because then you have the super blinged out that comes in the base stuff. I'm trying to look for a game. I have games here that the base game is just super blinged out. But anyways, you're paying for that. Roxley games, right? But anyways, so let's go with good. But I mean, it's good. It's good. And then the art, right? It's just amazing art. The art on all the cards. I can't remember the artist's name now, and I didn't write it down, so go figure. Really nice art. Really enjoyable art. So production value is really good. All right, now value versus cost. See, I told you I keep this here to keep us on track. Value versus cost. So I'm looking at what I'm paying, what I'm getting out of it compared to what I'm paying. The value I'm getting from it compared to what I'm paying. $35, right? The MSRP is $34.99. I'm sure you can find it on sale somewhere. When I glanced at MSRP, no one, even the place that usually have it on sale, had it on sale. It's just $34.99 across the board. That might say how liked this game is, because people are picking it up at MSRP. So, MSRP, $34.99, $35. I put good. I think it's good. The replayability, the four types of gameplay, the production value, and the ease of playing, and it can get fairly intense. The first time, Reswan, I've played it a few times now, but I do distinctly remember the first and last time. The first time we played it, I already played Everdell before, so it'd been a while, but I'd played it before. I built this engine, because you're kind of building an engine that just kind of, it went, right? And we had lots of fun. Reswan only lost by a little bit, even though I built this engine that really went home. And then I do remember the last time Reswan really got it down at that point, and she built her own little engine that just beat me. I mean, not horribly, but beat me pretty good, right? So we do get a lot of play out of this, and we get a lot of fun playing this. Now, it is a 2-player, so you got to think, are you playing 2-player? You mostly play with 4 players, what have you. But it's a good, like, in-between 2-player. If you have a game night and one friend's come over and you guys really want to get some gaming in before the next friend who you know, I see a little dent in the box? Nope. Next person who you know is coming, their normal 30, 40 minutes late. You can be like, hey, let's just play Duo really quick. Throw it out, say, hey, this is how you play. Sun, moon, follow your cards, do this, do that. You're building a little engine. Bop, 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 bop. This is what each card does, each type of card does, and let it go. Let it go, right? So cost versus value, I think it's pretty good, or good. We'll keep it at good, and that's because I'm cheap. You got to remember I'm cheap, so it's $35. I think we've gotten our value out of this so far, and we're just going to keep playing it because it's a fun, quick game to play. Now, would I play this again? Yes. If someone came over and said, hey, let's play the Duo, Everdell Duo, I'd say yes. If I went to someone's house and they said, hey, you want to sit down and play Everdell Duo, more than likely I'm going to say yes, unless I'm trying to leave the house. But yeah, sure, let's play it really quick, right? Now, would I ask people to play it? Yes. I've asked Reswan to play it, obviously, but we make videos, so that's one reason. But also because I think she would like the critters and all that. I really wish she was here to do a little bit of the review, because there is some reading, and with Reswan, English being her second language, a slight barrier, but not much. there's a little bit of reading. I think it's quite doable. That's why I think the age is 10 plus, right? And you know, with the ages, you always go a little bit lower. So yes, I would play it if asked, and I would play it again, and then I would ask people to play it. So that's a yes on both of those. Right. I think overall it's a nice little game, a nice little 2-player game. I haven't played it solo, but I bet you solo it's pretty nice. There's James and Clarissa A. Wilson. I wonder if one of those are the artists. Sounds like they're a husband and wife team. But yeah, definitely like the game. Definitely have fun with it. The rules, if you see the how to play, I think the rules are only like 6 pages in, 7 pages in. Where do we go to? End game. God, I'm fairly good at this. In game is 7 if you guys zoom in. It's right there, 7. Oh, I can't pull on this. It'll make the mic fall off. I still have the broken mic. Working on getting another mic. All right. So yeah, overall, I think it's a good value versus cost game. And it's a very fun game to play, really. And the art's always nice. I like looking at the art. I keep looking down to look at the art. It's what I'm doing. Even the art on these little things, I don't know why. The little places where you get supplies. Why? I'm not thinking of... Resources. God, I couldn't think of resources. Those are even nice, and they're very simple, but they're very pretty to look at. So, yep, overall, great game. You should go check it out. That's Everdell Duo from Starling Games. It's a 1 to 2 player, I almost said 1 to 5, 1 to 2 player game. It's 10 plus, and it takes about 30 minutes to play. I'm Steven with Cardboard Coalition. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.